Hi there, I know I'm 4 minutes late, but it was so worth it. Look. Yay, Twizzlers. And are y'all jealous? Dunkin' Donuts. Now, I won't do this all day long, but one, the calories burn off quickly when we're working like this, right? So I'm going to show you this fold-out card. It is actually a normal card that you could certainly like write a letter in to somebody. That's the nice part of this. But it also has an expandable fold-out. And this is where you can have fun and get creative and use your gems and bangles and beads that you have laying around. I did this whole card with the stitched together paper pack that's coming out next month, along with the stickers from there. The stickers I put on white paper and then cut around them so that I could have this sticking out without there being adhesive under here. Okay, and the same with this. This flower from the sticker pack I put on paper and then fussy cut a little bit around it. These I didn't have to worry about it because they weren't sticking out. But this idea calls for having elements sticking out that you can go like this. Okay, so I will speak the dimensions to you. You can write them down, but I'm going to post dimensions on this later because it takes a little bit of scoring, which I will show you those measurements now. So you start with a piece of paper, 11 by 3.5. You could go higher if you want. If you want more of the card covered, you could make this higher. But the 11 across, I think, is what you want to keep with. In order to get these folds so that one, this is the smallest, and then it gets bigger, and then this is the biggest, there are certain ways to score this. So what I've done is pre-marked. Let me just check my phone to make sure you can see this. Yes. I'll push this up just a little bit. The first score comes, and where is my boning tool? I've lost it. The first one comes at 2 3/4. So you would score, let's move this out of the way. You would score at 2 3/4. I first went through and put little marks, and you'll see those as we go along. So 2 3/4 is the first score. Then you bring that out to 2.5. Here's my 2.5. I bring that one out to 2.5. And there's a little notch waiting for me. Okay, make another one. Bring that out to 2.5 again. Here's my 2.5 here. New score. Bring that one out to 1 3/4. Here's my 1 3/4. And we score again. So these are 2 3/4, 2.5, 2.5, 1 3/4. Then what you're left with is a 1.5 piece. All right, set this aside. And this is going to be our bottom piece. This first one, the biggest one, is going to be the bottom piece that goes on the card itself. So this will be folded this way. And I like to always make sure I have a nice crisp fold. Start in the middle and go out. If you start at the top and come down, Sometimes they'll go crooked. So start in the middle and go out. All right. Next one. Turn it around so I can score. You can see already how it's smaller than the last. Score. And score. There you go. This part will go against the card. But first, I'm going to do a little bit of decorating. So I pre-cut some pieces from that stitch together. They're all going to be in height. If this is 3.5, you probably want to keep to about 2 3/4 in height so that you have a little bit of white around. So let's just put this on here. Keep pulling out the empty one. Oh no, let's put it on this side. Sure. Okay. And let's do this red one next. Now there'll be different sizes, of course, depending on which panel you put it on. You want to keep them all lined up across the bottom nicely. Let's see, is this one going here? Yeah, we'll put that one there. Oh, let's put stripes. No. Lace your side up. In the middle, in the middle. This one here. Yeah. This one here. It's actually a little too wide, but that's okay. Who's gonna know? And then on this, this will go here, 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 and here. I just turned that around because I wanted the print to be down. We'll put, I like the red on top. Keep it in the center, and I will take my, you can use scissors, or if you have a bone folder, that's really good too, but you want that nice and tight. Okay, that wasn't that hard, was it? Now I'm going to take a card front, and I cut this piece. If this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, I cut this 3 3/4 by, looks like 5. But like I said, I'll put all these measurements on a separate document later. Put this right in the middle. Then we tape this down. Right in the middle, in the middle. Look at that. And there you go. Pretty paper. It's interactive. I can see this idea sending one to a child and having fun things. If any of you got the children thin cuts with the little person that you dress up, those would be cute on here. Really cute. Or just the heads, or just animals. So this is the finished, and you want to put your embellishments off the edge like that. I add a little ribbon here. Here's our little ladybug and some gems. This might be too thick to go through the mail. I probably wouldn't attempt that. I've heard it said that, here's another tip. When you want to put something through the mail, let's say we want to put this through the mail. If this can go under your trimmer without any problem, then it should be able to get through the mail sorter. Once you get a little too thick, not so much, then it jams and then it comes back to you, and all that time is wasted. So this is the fold out card. I'll show you another example that I made, a little simpler version. This was made with the Blue Skies paper and one of the new birthday stamps. I tied a little cord to this, stamped some little flowers, and made this a trifold. Okay, this comes on that birthday set. So again, it's interactive. It's exciting for someone to open it up and see what's inside. You could send it just like this. I did not mount this to a card yet, but if I slipped this in an envelope, it would be a complete card, certainly. So let me know what you're snacking on. Keep a little list of what you might be liking to order. I'm going to have some Twizzlers. And next will be a scrapbooking idea at 2 o'clock. Okay? I will see you then.